Something about the context of 1 Corinthians 13 might be helpful. Paul's rhetoric is often prone to use kind of swings of hyperbole. Hyperboles are exaggerations. So if I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I'm a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. So he's contrasting the speaking in tongues effort with the superior importance of love here. Then in verse 2, he says, if I have a prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. The hyperbole here is quite obvious. Nobody as intelligent or as learned as we become during our lifetimes can say that they understand all mysteries and all knowledge, or that they have all faith so as to remove mountains. So it's clearly hyperbole. If I give away all I have, and if I deliver up my body to be burned, but have not love, I gain nothing. In these three verses, I think speaking in tongues of men or of angels, it's part of hyperbolic language that just emphasizes that, no matter how great or how extensive tongues could be, or knowledge could be, or faith could be, it doesn't compare to, a real grasp of living God's love, of loving with God's love from the heart.
You remind me of an article, a chat by a professor called Nathan Busnitz. Nathan Busnitz, and you can find this online. So he makes the same argument here that Paul is using what he calls superlative or extreme expression. So you see there the normal experience, quote, tongues of angels, and then superior love, and then prophecy, and know all mysteries and all knowledge, faith, all faith, giving all my possessions, and then giving again even your own body to be burned. Even though Paul was an apostle, obviously he did not have all knowledge. He did not have all.
Right. I think that is on the right track of just acknowledging that this is hyperbolic language. It's not literal language. So what I've seen people do is to take the idea of tongues of angels in a literal sense, and then to use it as kind of a fishy excuse. For example, in my background, I heard frequent babbling, I will call it, that was very repetitive. It was so repetitive, it could not have qualified as a human language. For example, if somebody carries on a stream of syllables, there's only one or two vowel sounds in the syllables, like akaraka, shakadaka, laka, and where there's the only vowel sound is an ah sound. That's not possible in real human language. So people would say these type of things and then assume that, well, I must be speaking some angelic language if this is not a human language that can be understood somewhere on earth. And I think that just opens the door for flaky thinking, unrealistic thinking about what tongues are meant to be. They're meant to be real human dialects, like Greg pointed out in Acts chapter 2, when from at least 15 regions of Asia and Africa and other nearby places, these dialects were heard and understood. And that was the great sign of the day of Pentecost.